Did you enjoy Blue Sky versus Jamie Hayter?
I just couldn't. I couldn't
Uh-huh.
bring myself to. I was so excited for the match that I had to leave the room and do something else for a while.
Yes.
Actually, that makes
Well,
it
then
sound
you
perverted. That makes it sound perverted. What I meant was I didn't give a shit and I didn't watch it.
You went out of the room to ignore it.
That's right.
But you came back for the 6-man tag team title match, right?
I believe so.
Dralistico, Rush, and Rigor Mortis with Sammy Guevara in their corner, because now Sammy, one of the pillars, Sammy Guevara. Oh, I wish Ernie Ladd was still alive. Sammy Guevara, you dumbed yourself right out of position. He has worked himself all the way into where he is a member of a multiple person mid-card group in Ring of Honor. And they challenged.
He's the Ring of Honor Ricochet.
Yes. And even more annoying, apparently, because at least Ricochet gets on the main show. And they're the group of Los Fuckers and Goobers. And they challenged the 6-man tag team champions, poor Powerhouse Hobbs, Shapoopy, and Samoa Joe. Yes, that's right. The guy that is wrestling for the world heavyweight title of this company on pay-per-view this weekend came out with a meaningless belt with prelim partners against interchangeable masked guys in a title that nobody cares about. And he is also on the pay-per-view wrestling a babyface champion, but is the babyface here in this match against a bunch of heels. And Adam Page, the champion, is on color to watch this mess. So after about 10 minutes, Joe choked out Dralistico. And then the jobber preliminary heels attacked the baby faces. Samoa Joe and Hobbs, much less Shapoopy. He's just there. But these guys couldn't whip Joe and Hobbs together. And they're kicking the Joe is challenging for the world title, but they got to tell a story. So while the heels, these mid-card heels, are kicking the shit out of Joe, Rush leans out and for no reason spits at Adam Page. And Page said, well, okay then. And he gets up and he takes his jacket off, and he had the belt, the world title belt, in his hand. But he had to put the belt down to take the jacket off. But then before he goes to the ring, he picks the belt back up and then he takes it in the ring and he puts it down. So he put it on the apron for no reason. He carried it to the ring for no reason, because if he rolls into the ring to beat up the heels, he's got a goddamn weapon in his hand. But he put the weapon down before he started the fight. Then he beat up the heels, and then Joe picks up the belt and hands it firmly to Page, like Page did to him, which started this whole thing a week ago. And they've hated each other ever since. What the fuck?
And again, there are fans that'll swear that Adam Page is a good promo, that he's the face of the company, he's the future of the company. The promos on this feud with Samoa Joe haven't made much sense. Unfortunately, until you brought it up, I forgot we had a pay-per-view this weekend that we have to watch. So we'll talk about that afterwards, but not a great build. This show sucks. I'm sorry if I have no enthusiasm, and if you're listening and you're like, Brian's not adding much. This show sucks. It's hard to watch.
Well, it was over at that point.